I got in my car and went west. I had forgotten the raw chicken breast I intended to grill among the grocery bags the day before, but I had remembered to refrigerate the eggs. The cooler in the passenger seat contained them now. All 12 boiled after I woke up before dawn to get ready. Water bottles also jostled in the ice. I had protested about buying plastic, from Walmart no less, but Lenny had insisted that my canteen emblazoned with "Buy Fresh, Buy Local" would not cut it for wherever I was going. She was not the only one concerned. Hutchie and Eli asked me what I would do when I got migraines. I said I would pull over somewhere and wait it out. 2 of my parents insisted that I call whenever I stopped to get gas. I said I would try to remember. My 3rd parent wanted to know if I had a baseball bat to take with me. I said I had bought a 14-inch boar hunting knife off of Amazon.com for $19 plus tax. I had, but I canceled my order after Googling non-fatal places to stab someone had yielded off-putting results. In my car, I also carried a GPS that refused to acknowledge West Virginia's existence, a poorly chosen novel for a young woman traveling alone, Room by Emma Donoghue, a stack of CDs I had commissioned friends to make for the drive, and 3 Frisbees. I went west because I did not know where I was going. I had spent 5 months blurred around the edges, a smudge after careless hands had not waited for the ink to dry. 5 months doing nothing that warranted a photo to trot out online, and 5 months refusing to look at photos from the previous 3. 5 months exhausted in the mornings from the archive of processed, filed, but never stored memories that were pulled from the shelves every night. Wandering the city with the 4th bottle of convenience store wine passing between us, breathing in the sweet stench of rotting leaves and staring down at the elevator testing facility in the valley. Failing to push him off of me in the internet cafe, where some of us had passed out much sooner than others. I drove 5,144 miles, you know. The kicker is that the truth I was seeking sprouted in my head within 10 minutes of getting on I-64. I could have turned around. I would have saved a lot of gas. I am a guilt-ridden hypocrite. And a lot of Excedrin migraine, because driving exacerbates the thumping in my head. I also would have saved the lives of millions of insects. 1 bird, and an animal that could have been an opossum. That possible opossum saved my life. The 22-hour stretch from South Dakota to Missouri is a dark one. Google says that a human can drive approximately 10 to 12 hours safely in one go. I did not listen. Smashing into an unidentified animal at 4:30 a.m. on an unlit swamp road really wakes a person up, though. Building tiny mountains of sea glass on the shore. Piling all the clothing we had packed on my shaking body that night we were homeless. Logging off after he had looked me in the eyes over the internet and asked, "What happened to the classy girl I used to know?" Haruki Murakami knows earthquakes. He wrote a book about them after Kobe. Mr. Murakami also gave a speech about earthquakes in Barcelona on June 9, 2011, speaking as an unrealistic dreamer. During it, he mentioned the concept of mujo, transience. Mujo is something of a Japanese mantra, that all things must pass away. Haruki Murakami assured his audience that the Japanese are not fatalistic sociopaths. He said that the fleeting moments, cherry blossoms tumbling off trees, the moon on a sticky summer night, bring us the peace of knowing that things have changed long before us and will continue to do so long after us. By the end of my drive, I had lost 7 pounds, my assumption that Nebraska was the dullest state in America, much of my long-standing resentment towards my mother, and my grief at being incomplete. At 2:45 p.m. on March 11, 2011, I was shopping for a pencil case in Minami Hikone, Shigaken, Japan. To my north, 19,000 people were about to die. I used to believe I knew that people die, houses burn, things are lost. But every day that goes by without tragedy allows me to forget a little bit more until I am reminded again. Standing in front of the television, watching as the waves fanned out across the dry earth.